Hey, what is going on, guys? Update on Schwab and their ETFs. They've came out with this article talking about more than 20 splits for their different ETFs here. So we're going to walk through here quickly. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it here. So the first thing that I kind of want to bring to attention with Schwab, and kind of the unfortunate thing as being a user of their platform, they allow fractional shares for mutual funds, which is great, and only for S&P 500 stocks. So it's kind of pretty unique that they have several funds like SCHD, SCHG, and several other funds, but they don't actually allow fractional shares on their platform. So that is a very unfortunate thing. I hope they change that. I feel like that is definitely hurting their business, just compared to the other brokers out there. But so I buy I buy some of these funds, fractional shares on other platforms, but it would be nice to definitely buy their funds on their own platform in a fractional way. So maybe this is why they're announcing this. As of September 25th, the Schwab Asset Management Company, an arm of the Charles Schwab Corporation, announced forward share splits on 20 of the Schwab ETFs. So do remember, splits are not going to do a whole lot. It's just going to, multiply the number of shares you had. As far as, so forward ETF share splits increase the number of shares outstanding and decreases the net asset value. So, you're ultimately going to be, your money is still going to be worth the same amount of money, if that kind of makes sense. The share splits will not change the total value of the shareholders' investment. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was saying there. So it looks like it's going to go into effect on October 9th, then payable after the close of markets on October 10th. Shares will begin trading at their post-split price on October 11th. So coming up, pretty cool there. So looking at some of these ETFs here, let me zoom in just a little bit. Right there. Okay, so Schwab, their large cap growth. This is a fund that I like. It is currently trading around 103.90, but they're going to be implementing a 4-to-1 split. So that's going to take it down to $25, a little bit over $25. So that's a pretty big one there. And then another very popular one is their SCHD, their dividend equity ETF. They're doing a 3-for-1 split. So you're going to be looking at $30, a little bit less than $30 a share for that one as well. So I'm not going to go through all these, but those are some of the two bigger ones that I've been investors in the past. But as you can see here, tons of different splits going on. I don't know 100% their reasoning. A lot of times funds will do this when their share price gets really high. Like look at SPY, look at VOO. They're trading more than $400 or $500 a share. So see, that would be kind of a use case. Definitely was more of a bigger deal back in the day when fractional shares was not a thing, and you could only invest in these companies if you could buy like a full share. However, a lot of firms, a lot of brokerages, allow fractional shares, so it's not as big of a deal anymore. But yeah, needless to say, it looks like 4-to-1 is their biggest split. The rest look like 3-to-1, 2-to-1, and yeah, 2-to-1 there. They've had some other ones further down the page here. One of the industry's largest and most experienced asset managers, Schwab, is offering. Yeah, so just kind of talking about their products there. But yeah, so needless to say, I don't think, I was looking at this earlier. If you wanted to wheel these ETFs, I don't think there's a lot of volume. I think they only offer monthly contracts as well. Because I was going to say that would be, pretty interesting. If you only have 100 shares right now, but you get split for 4-to-1, now you have 400 shares, so you can start selling, 4 contracts per week or per month. But, like I mentioned, the volume is not large for these funds. I think it's like average volume for SCHD is like 1 million. SCHD is like 3+ million. So, but needless to say, they only offer monthly contracts. But still, I'm sure people are selling options on these funds. So that'll be an adjustment you'll have to to implement and just kind of understand that this split is coming. Looks like it's going to come out October 10th, and then October 11th it's going to go into effect. But yeah, needless to say, that's going to be the update for Schwab's ETFs. If you're a fund holder or an investment holder of these ETFs, just keep an eye out for that. It's coming up in a couple weeks on October 10th, and then going to be going into effect October 11th.